Is he? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the grid sheet. Luke is head of the second row, the number 16 machine there. Front row is Dan North, Robert Carver and Adrian Kershaw, McRae, O'Hara and Corty, second row. Okay, the lights are out and away we go racing then. Hooking up very nicely. Yeah, he's not off to a bad start at all. He's working the inside there. He's in fourth at the moment. I think he's up to third there. He's driven straight past, going to go for an outside pass. He's looking good there. Coppers doesn't quite get it. I have to say, I think it's Dan North and maybe Adrian Kershaw who are leading the way. How do you see it down by you, Bradley?
Yeah, well, coming towards me now is a whole gaggle of CB500s and they're changing positions for about 8th place. But it is Adrian Kershaw who leads the way from Dan North. And then the number 29 machine of Robert Carver in third. And then they all fan out into around about 3 abreast, 4 abreast almost, as they go down the back straight here, up towards Park Corner for the first time on 6. But it was number 23, the man from Stockport, Adrian Kershaw, who leads the way as they go round Park Corner then on towards Chris Curve. That long right-hander then. Keep your eye on number 23, the green machine of Adrian Kershaw out in front. But I tell you what, the 29 of Robert Carver, the man from Barnsley, not too far away in relative terms there for Robert Carver. He is right there in contention as well, with Adrian Kershaw who leads from Dan North. And I tell you what, it's the number 16 of Luke McRae who's up in the third place now. So good stuff there for Luke. He's in third, coming under some pressure now, but holds on to that third place as he goes through the chicane.
Yeah, absolutely. Big long line of CB500s making their way under the Hyundai Bridge and onto the bottom of the mountain. There's no great challenges there. It's, you do need a bit of a run. Oh, down the back, somebody's having a bit of a go. A couple of the rookies mixing it well together there and optimistically maybe trying to punt down the inside as the rest of the field make their way across the top, over the top and down into the hairpin there. Obviously a bit of an opportunity to pass, but it's a very blind corner, very difficult to get through on there. You missing not being out there, Max?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not easy watching, is it? Right, here we go then. Oh, I tell you what, we've got a cracking lead here.
Go on, Luke.
The Luke fan club working overtime though, because it's Kershaw who leads McRae by 0.9 of a second. Going backwards, North and Carver losing a couple of places. O'Hara stays where he is. Round goes past on Corty, who's back to 7th place. Lanson stays where he is. Osborne makes up 3. Sugden 5. Wilkinson 6. Bad starts there for Carter, Dwyer, Cole, Horner, and Dwyer goes all the way back, losing 10 places. But Luke McRae and Kershaw, this could be the battle here, couldn't it, Bradley?
Yeah, I'm watching them as they go up towards Park Corner. I'll tell you what, the battle for, I believe that's 6th place there. That's between Jake Corty and Benjamin Round. So they were side by side as they came past me as well. So Jake Corty, number 53 and the 66 of Ben Round, fighting hard for the cusp of the top 5 as the leaders make the way around the right hander now of Chris Curve, and I'm coming back into my side once again through the left of the gooseneck, and it is still Adrian Kershaw who leads the way ahead there of Luke McRae, just behind them Dan North, and there's that change there. That looks as though that could well be the 29 of Robert Carver moving up to 4th place. So Robert Carver, the 29 in 4th, as Jake Corty has got the better now of Ben Round, but already through the chicane they go, underneath the bridge and back to you.
Certainly are coming back towards me, and I think Mr. McRae is getting a little bit closer to the lead there. We'll have to wait and see what the tail of the tape is. He's certainly got quickest in the first sector. He goes purple with a 1:02.0. That's 4/10 of a second quicker than his rival, so he's got the gap down to about half a second. He's in the nobody cracks the 1:01. The 1:02.0 though, he's the only one who's managed that, so he's certainly the quickest man on the track at the moment. Remember, whoever is the quickest has to stay unless it is dry tomorrow. Whoever's quickest today is going to have the lap record leaving here in a few hours time. So over the line we go then. It is Kershaw who leads McRae by 1/4 of a second, a 45.850 there from McRae. North, Carver, O'Hara, Cordy going past on around for 6th place. Lanson, the leading rookie. Osborne, Sugden, Wilkinson, Dwyer, Horner, Carter. Who else is going backwards there? Could be a timing glitch or that, or we've lost Pete Woodle. It might be a transponder issue there for Peaks. I know he's in a couple of classes, which obviously confuses things just a little bit. But a 45.850.
Robert Carver has just come past me now, and it doesn't look as though he can go up again. He's got his leg out, and I suspect could well be a retirement from the race. But 29, Robert Carver, he had a look around, and he didn't seem as though he can get it up any more gears. He was struggling with that left foot. I saw on the lever, but it could well be that Carver is out of the race. We'll keep an eye on that one as the leaders make the way around the gooseneck once again, and it is a change of the lead now because McRae is in front of Kershaw, so the 16 McRae out in front now of the 23 of Adrian Kershaw.
Good news to you there, Max.
Very good news. Well done, Luke.
Well, still got a few laps to go. What's going to be interesting as well is to see how well he can actually go. Yep, Carver not sure if he's on him. He's gone quite a bit slower, about 5/10 of a second slower than his best in the first sector. But 45.8, that's about 4/10 of a second away from what we think is the lap record at the moment, the 45.4. Bit of chatter on the radio, I think that is about Carver's bike. They're saying he might be able to make his own way back. As Carver is unfortunately a DNF as far as we're concerned at the moment. Leaders now coming down out of the hairpin towards Barn for the second time of asking. So Luke McRae, he's going to lead the way, but I tell you what, he's going to give us a good slipstream to Kershaw. Kershaw's perfectly placed, pulls out before the line, side by side across the line. It's going to be Kershaw down the inside. He doesn't quite get him on the line, but he's certainly got him at coppers as they come charging across. They're both, where are we, 46s there, so nothing too exciting in lap times, but does show McRae leading by 0.014 of a second. That's what you need to do on the last lap, of course, not maybe the second lap. Lots of chopping and changing. Horner making up a couple of places there as we see Carver go disappearing down the order. Woodall, again, that is just a timing glitch. Pete is running in 14th place overall, having great fun on the CB 500. Pete also saying to the Cans Ponies Fireblade at Brands Hatch as well, Bradley.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see there. And by the sound of the conversation earlier on, it's people that was raced the power bike before, is that right?
He's been out on the old Fireblade a few years ago. He sold it a few years ago. Pete's raced a few things over the years, like quite a few of these MZ guys are. It's almost a surprise to see them on something else occasionally. But yeah, people all used to have a Fireblade. Well, the trickiest Fireblade we saw on the paddock belonged to a certain Pete Baker who bought his retirement present, a WSB spec machine. Right, I think that's McRae back out in front of it, Max.
I think it is.
Yeah, he's doing the business at the moment. But I tell you what, third and fourth caught right up over the line last time. North and O'Hara were 9/10 of a second, 7/10 of a second respectively, that far back. But they're now, it's the classic chuck a bag paper over the four of these guys. There is not a lot between them. Certainly the man in fourth, O'Hara, going very well. He's actually gone PB purple at the first sector, but also it's also the 101s is Dan North as well. Here we go then, big slipstream down the front straight, and look at Kershaw. He is perfectly placed once again. This time McRae holds the inside. He's not going to give it to him too easily this time, but I think it's out. Proper lean there. I think advantage Kershaw there. North picking up a double toe for his trouble as well. All these guys in the 46s at the front, 45s for the two guys behind them. Unfortunately, O'Hara not able to back up that lap time with another purple, but nonetheless, this is good racing, isn't it, mate? What can you see?
Well, I've got them three wide, and it's difficult to tell who's going to come out on top in this one. It's almost handlebar to handlebar as they go up towards Park Corner once again. And I tell you what, Sean O'Hara, number 7's come into this one as well, hasn't he? He's right there behind them as they make the way. You just see them tip into the right hand now of Chris Curve, and they'll come back into the side. There they are. And looks like Luke McRae there is in second position. It could well be Adrian Kershaw leading the way, but we'll get confirmation in just a second. In fact, Adrian Kershaw there watching them come down. Adrian Kershaw in third position in the group, which is Dan North who is out in front. So 39 Dan North, then the 16 of Luke McRae, the 23 of Adrian Kershaw, and the 7 of Sean O'Hara in that order through the chicane and under the bridge.
I tell you what, the man out front, that was North out in front. He's suddenly got that, he's making the most of that empty track because he's got a cracking lead, and I'd say a cracking lead is probably about 8/10 of a second, but that's as big a lead almost as we've seen for the entire race. As we've got three guys behind him, squabble. McRae needs to position himself very well for a bit of a tow here going up the front straight, because the last lap flag, the hurry up flag, is coming out in just a moment, or is out already. It's waiting to greet these four guys. 45.850, fastest lap of the race so far by Luke McRae, not quite as quick as the 48.54 we saw earlier. Here we go then, and I have to say, North really clearly has chosen a good moment to lead. He's managed to shuffle his way to the front by 7/10 of a second. He goes 45.2 for a new lap record as well. He's doing the business out there. McRae and Kershaw really need to kick their high heels off and lift their skirts and get the motors running, because that's a big old gap he's got there as he makes his way up through Coppers, into Charlie's 1, down Charlie's 2, and back into your view there, Bradley.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They're through the dip now, and Dan North there, he's hugging the outside line there, so no one close to him, and he's not close enough there for someone in the slipstream to challenge him into Park Corner as well. So Dan North, number 39, still leads as they go around Park Corner on towards Chris Curve. Then this is the last lap, is that right?
Yeah, sure is, mate. The hurry-up's out.
Perfect. So half a lap to go then as they make their way around the right-hander of Chris Curve there. Luke McRae, I can see that white crash helmet there, and the orange wheels in second position. He's got some pressure now coming from behind as Adrian Kershaw looks to the inside, but just can't quite get on the brakes hard enough to move up the inside. So it is Dan North who leads the way on the 39 bike, and up the inside goes Adrian Kershaw into the chicane, and that stands up Sean O'Hara, who goes straight on. So it's Dan North leading the way. Luke McRae there is just almost tripping over himself in the chicane, and Adrian Kershaw in second place.
Purple there for O'Hara, skiing along in the first sector, but unfortunately for him, as you say, just a little bit of a mistake there, so that's not going to work out so well for them. I don't think McRae's got enough left in the tank to suddenly find a way past on North, unless North has a bit of a wobble out the back. Certainly North has gone PB green in the first sector. McRae goes, let's see, he goes yellow, it's a 102, so about half a second slower. So I have to say he's going to look like a comfortable win now for Dan North, but nonetheless a solid second place for Luke McRae there, being supported by his brother Max. North from Kershaw. McRae finishes in third there. So I'm not sure what happened there. It must have shuffled out somewhere because he lost a couple of seconds in the second sector there. Another purple there for O'Hara, but unable to back it up. He goes 47 seconds with that little mistake there. Corty around, Lanson leading rookie. Sugden, and next over the line is Horner. Carter is your leading big man there. Corty's your leading small man. And then we've got Osborne, Wilkinson, Woodall, Dyer, Carver. And there goes Marshall over the line to be second of the C1s, and she'll be the fourth rookie over the line. Hayward, Gregory, Dwyer, Cole, Grimes.
Hang on, mate. We had a